So, I have officially committed to Express LRS. Yeah, I'm using this antenna that you're all dogging. I used it all week at I.O. The main quads were on, mounting board like this, and the only issues I've had is if your top plate is like damn near touching the antenna, I'll drop a lot of link quality. Haven't fail saved, but definitely shrinking your stack down to the point you have half a centimeter, 5-6 millimeters from that top plate. Almost no issues. Unfortunately, my DVR SD corrupted and I had to flash it, so I had room for the next events. But I rolled up at I.O. and everyone, it was required to do 25 milliwatts, but first thing I heard when I said that was about 4 or 5 people saying I was getting nothing but fail saves or micro fail saves. To be fair, and so they pretty much everyone had switched to 100, and I heard that throughout the event, which I found surprising because I was on 25 milliwatts and my LQ was bouncing around between 80 and like 86, high 80s, and 100, even on the launch stand and stuff. I was flying, so I wasn't paying that much attention. Sorry for the lisp, guys. I got a canker right on the end of my tongue. But, yeah. So I ran that way for a day and a half, and then I moved to 50 milliwatts, and I ended up sticking there, and then maybe trying 100 here or there. And the only difference I saw bumping up was LQ kind of just stuck, 99 100, except for on the launch stand where you're right next to 8 other quads, etc. And yeah. I don't think Tracer and Ghost have the 50 milliwatts or whatnot, but zero problems, solid LQ, 500 hertz, and a lot of people had issues here and there. And so far, Express is the only one that hasn't let me down. I have had quite a few PPs die. By quite a few in ratio, a very small percentage, but they see, there's a dead one here. I have swapped the antennas that I broke off from doing mounts more like this one, which does give you better RSSI and link quality, but it seems like even this one was giving me issues right at the end, so I just stole the arms off of it. But yeah, so far out of Ghost that I tried, Tracer that I've tried, Express has given me less issues, less receivers dead, when you consider the price and how many I've bought in. And the options, the community, in my opinion, better support instantly. Not that I've needed it with Express, but at least it's there. To be fair, haven't used it with Tracer, but I have used it with TBS, and Ghost was on the ball when they thought they had an answer, but as soon as they didn't, I just kind of got ghosted. Still haven't figured that out. Talking at the event, well, I'll digress. I'll make other videos on my experiences with the other two links, but thus far, the beta's been super awesome. I ran it at home here, 500 milliwatts forever, and I tried to stay outside a few times and see if it cooks it, and it just seems like that heatsink does a really good job at 500 milliwatts. Time will tell, but another one of my buddies had a Tracer die this weekend, and he just got back into it. And how do you kill a RF thing? Heard a lot of issues with the Tracer 69 from some really fast pilots. I've heard a lot of they love it. Same with the Ghost, but one person was having, I only saw one other person running Express there, and he was complaining to high hell, but he came to me afterwards, and it sounded like he'd broke his PP antenna off on all-in-one board. He was a Whoop pilot. He was running 250 milliwatts, 250 hertz in a Whoop course, which I knew there was issues there. And it was only one of his quads that was having an issue. I think he ended up taking some motor wire and just soldering on the signal pad for Whoop, and last I heard, that's worked great for him. I don't know what the magic of the EPs are where it's not a straight line, but anyways, I was super skeptical because of the price, I think, mostly. But now I don't see any point of keeping any of my other links around. I'll probably keep some spare receivers. And again, it's not like the receivers are dying under normal use. It's like when a flight controller pops because I wasn't running the TBS diode, or when I bridged VBAT to motor 4 output and smoked the flight controller in ESC because the JST was smashed by the camera. Kind of unfortunate to lose a stack that way, but the Unified Pro Nano 32 lived, but the receiver just kind of bricked. There might be more options around. I don't know if the PP has the same kind of fatal flaw, but these things just designed for 5 volts, and it seems like if you deviate from that, it's pretty sensitive. But so are the flight controllers, and they cost a lot more. So I mean, everything's got a trade-off. So I am happy to say I am committing. Thanks, guys.